following program contains the opinions of its host and guests, not those of this network. The opinions expressed are for non-commercial informational purposes only. Listeners are cautioned not to rely on program content to treat or prevent disease, but are advised to consult with a licensed healthcare professional where they live for diagnosis and treatment of disease.
And now, the superstar of alternative health and purveyor of medical truth, Dr. Joel Wallach.
Hello, and welcome to Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Dr. Joel Wallach, your host, a veterinarian and physician. And I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to die before their parents, right? I am here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to be sick and miserable for the last 15 to 20 years of their life, like their parents and grandparents. We do have lines open. Give us a call, toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And in the last 2 days, we've had 130,000 new coronavirus cases in the United States alone. In the last 2 days, we've had 130,000 new cases in America alone. As of this morning, the number of infections in the United States is 30,798,790. Dead is 560,078. Horrible. And then, as of this morning, we already had new cases in Florida, 3,750. In Illinois, 3,002. Pennsylvania, 4,400. Let's see here. I guess that's the only ones that were published at that time. And it's one of those things that are just crazy. New cases right now in America, just for today, starting like at 9 o'clock this morning, Pacific time, is at 28,000. 28,000, the day has just begun. So what's going on here? Well, doctors will tell you that it's all these variants that are not responding to the vaccinations. But I say you have to look at the gluten issue and what people are eating because it destroys the villi and the intestines. And if they're not supplementing, you're not going to get very much nutrition to go to your bone marrow, which is your immune system, and you cannot respond to the vaccination. Remember, vaccinations do not kill the viruses. They just warn your body about the bad DNA and RNA in the viruses so you can recognize it when you've been attacked by the bug. So, let's look at a couple of things here again just to illustrate what I'm saying. Let's look at Australia. I'm going to be doing a Zoom with Australia. I do it every Friday night, so tonight's the night for Australia. And they have 26 million people. They have 26 million people. And let's see here. Taiwan has almost 25 million people. And Australia has 29,000 infections and 909 dead. Taiwan has 10 dead and 1,000 infections. Okay? And so then you look at Vietnam with 96 million people. They have 35 dead and 2,576 infections. So what's going on here? Well, Australia is kind of a mix of Europe and the indigenous peoples. They have almost 41% of Australia and New Zealand are indigenous peoples, but indigenous peoples there are not typical of the indigenous peoples in the USA. Okay? The indigenous peoples in Australia and New Zealand, they live on corn, maize, rice, sweet potatoes, beans, and squash, and seaweed. Okay? Where our indigenous peoples live on wheat, barley, rye, and oats. It's very scary. The only tribe in the United States of the indigenous peoples who do not eat wheat, barley, rye, and oats are the Ojibwe Indians from the Northern Lakes area in Minnesota. They only have 27 infections and 0 dead. The Navajos of Arizona, about the same population. They're big tribes of 350,000, and they're big reservations is the word I'm looking for, okay? And the Navajo have 30,000 infections and 1,200 dead. And again, the Ojibways who have been living on wild rice and the algae from the Great Lakes for 400 years have 0 dead and 27 infections. 0 dead is a lot less than 1,200. 27 infections is a lot less than 30,000. And so This is unimpeachable stuff. This is unimpeachable stuff, and I've gone through the comparison between Nigeria and Brazil for several days in a row, so I'm not going to do that again. But I will throw in Mexico and Japan, which I haven't done in a couple of days. The Japanese, of course, are a classic Asian country living on maize and rice and sweet potatoes and beans and squash and seaweed. They both, Mexico and Japan, have about 126 million people. Japan has 9,000 dead and 463,000 infections. Mexico has 200,000 dead and 2.2 million infections. So what's the difference? Well, Mexico lives on wheat, barley, rye, and oats, and drinks wheat, barley, rye, and oats. I mean, even their beer is called Corona beer, like coronavirus, okay? Whereas Japan, about the same population, lives on, again, maize, corn, rice, beans, squash, sweet potatoes, and seaweed. So it's imperative that people give up eating like Europeans and eat like the Asians. I mean, every century or so you have to learn something that's going to have an impact, either a negative impact or a positive impact. Well, the positive impact is if you get the book and the CD, Hell's Kitchen, you can go to www.drjwallach.com, www.drjwallach.com, get a hold of the book and the CD, Hell's Kitchen, and learn the history of how all this happened. You'll know that you have to consciously supplement heavily. That's why you want the big hammer in the toolbox, the healthy brain and heart pack, and whatever secret sauces you need for any other conditions you have. But you want to stay away from all the bad foods, take the supplements, and then you'll be fine. But if you're going to eat the bad foods, including gluten, and not supplement, if you contact the COVID virus, you're going to have a bad outcome. And so again, the book and the CD, Hell's Kitchen, the book and the CD, Black Gene Lies, the book and the CD, Immortality and Beyond Immortality, the CD. And don't forget the Wallach Corpus and Epigenetics. Back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080. Toll free, 888-379-2552.
In recent years, several studies have discovered the healthy benefits of drinking coffee. Youngevity has now taken it a step further with an entire product line of healthy coffees from Youngevity's JavaFit line of top-shelf gourmet coffees. All JavaFit coffees are made from 100% premium, hand-selected Arabica coffee beans grown in the finest regions of Latin America, all carefully roasted, creating a delicious, rich, full-bodied flavor. If you're looking to lose weight, try JavaFit Diet Plus 62, a high-energy, gourmet coffee fortified with a blend of nutrients such as gambosia, citrus, and an extra shot of caffeine to pump up energy and help achieve a healthy weight. Unlike most diet drinks, you won't taste a difference. But for this to work, you can't load your coffee with cream and sugar. Contact your local Youngevity distributor to get Jovolution coffees. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
Hello, Judy DeVilbus here. If I could only afford to get one product out of everything, that product would be the Ultimate Classic. It has the vitamins, the minerals, the bioflavonoids. It even has grapeseed extract. The one product that would give you just about everything under the sun you would need for a perfect nutritional program would be the Ultimate Classic. By the way, people that are on the go, it's very, very hard to take the liquids with them when they go on their trip to get their supplements in every day. Well, you know something? You can use the Ultimate Daily Tablets and the Mineral Capsules. When I'm going on a trip, if I have enough room, I just take the 2 bottles with me. If not, just use a little baggie and take a couple of daily doses with you. It's very simple. It's very easy. There's no mess, no fuss, no refrigeration. Just take your capsules, take your tablets, and you're finished for the day.
To order these products, call your local Youngevity distributor today.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity and 90 Flat Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And I urge you to do everything you can to protect yourself. Again, stay away from the bad foods, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat rhinos, no sugar, so you can maximize absorption. And then take the 90 essential nutrients. You know, even if you've been laid off, you don't have a lot of money, you can collect enough bottles every day to pay for the Healthy Start Pack, 1 per 100 pounds of body weight. And then, of course, we have the big hammer in the toolbox, the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack, and then all the secret sauces for various health challenges. And, again, to go a long way with the Hell's Kitchen, the book and the CD, with those. And then don't forget our Rebound, our sports drink with 100 nutrients in it. 100 nutrients. You know, Red Bull and Gatorade have just a couple, and mostly the sugar, water, and the caffeine. They're energy drinks. Well, our sports drink, our nutrition drink, is 100 nutrients. It has 75 minerals in it, and I drink 2 of those cans before 3 o'clock. You know, I only weigh 142 pounds. If I drink it after 3 o'clock, I'll be up all night. But I also use the colloidal silver. I've been doing this for 25 years. Put 2 droppers full under my tongue, 30 minutes before each meal, 30 minutes before bedtime, and just ask Siri. Okay. What about colloidal silver? How many different viruses and bugs does it kill? Oh, my gosh. It's the longest list you've ever seen. I mean, it kills everything, okay? Every kind of bug and virus you can think of, including HIV and the Spanish flu, the Asian flu, polio, COVID-2, COVID-19. It kills just about everything you can think of, okay? And so you take that to drop the viral level in your body. And don't forget our hand sanitizer. It comes in little 2-ounce jars, which I carry in my pocket. But also we have the pint-size jars, which I have on a cart at the door when I leave and use it when I come back also. And we have the Icelandic water, which has all these minerals in it from the volcanic ash in Iceland. And they just had an eruption in one volcano there that hadn't erupted in 6,000 years, so we'll have more minerals in our Icelandic water next month. Okay, so at any rate, let's see here. What words of wisdom do you have for us here, Doug? Pearls of wisdom.
Yeah, I've got a story here headlined, specific combination of mushroom extracts found to boost the immune system. Say mushrooms are linked to a number of health benefits known to promote heart health, improve blood sugar levels, and boost fetal health. Rich in antioxidants and other important nutrients, can help fight several types of cancer, including lung, prostate, and breast cancer. Studies have shown that mushrooms can boost your immunity. A study published in the journal PLOS1, Australian researchers found that a combination of certain mushroom extracts worked synergistically to enhance immune cell response. Say mushrooms contain several compounds that have immune activities. The compounds called beta-glucans are particularly important in supporting the immune function. Beta-glucans are a complex carbohydrate made up of multiple sugar molecules commonly found in the cell wall of plants, also present in foods such as seaweed. Beta-glucans.
Bingo.
There you go, seaweed. Beta-glucans are recognized by the immune system as a foreign substance. They trigger an immune response and help build immunity from harmful pathogens. Mushrooms can elicit a similar response as well because they are rich in beta-glucans and low in alpha-glucans, a complex carbohydrate with fewer health benefits. They analyzed 9 commercially available preparations from 3 mushroom species, reishi, shiitake, and maitake mushrooms, and the researchers selected 3 extracts to combine into a formula based on the extract's beta and alpha-glucan content. Results showed that the mushroom extracts are potent immunostimulators, but more so when they were combined. And so there you go, mushrooms to win and seaweed to win.
Yeah, well, there you go. Thank you. Very good. And, of course, we have let's see here. We have 2 seaweed products. Well, actually 3. 1 capsule, okay, it's called Fucoid Z. It has, 8 or 9 different algae and seaweeds in it. And then we have the liquid form of that. It's called Z Radical. And then we have Ocean's Gold, okay? And so I take 3 of each of those twice a day. on the weekends, I'll drink the liquid Z-Radical. And so even though I guess I'm on the West Coast, I'm only like 10 minutes away from Mexico. Oh, my gosh. Okay, well, we'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. Aromatherapy oils have been prized by ancient cultures for thousands of years. Longevity's ancient legacy, true aromatherapy, is no exception. Essential oils are the fragrant life essence from plants that are gently removed through the process of steam distillation. Longevity's ancient legacy essential oils are of the purest concentrations from the most respected and ethical distillers worldwide. Many of Ancient Legacy's oils come directly from families in the East which have been distilling essential oils for over 100 years. For life's everyday aches and pains, such as sprained ankles, pulled muscles, and other bumps and bruises, try Ancient Legacy Trauma Oil, which contains essential oils traditionally known to help with pain, swelling, and inflammation. To learn more about aromatherapy and essential oils, contact your local Longevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about business opportunities.
If you're looking for a quality multivitamin and mineral product, grab yourself Longevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine, a blend of plant-derived minerals combined with vitamins, amino acids, and other beneficial nutrients. This all-natural product contains no starch, wheat, or yeast, with no artificial sweeteners or preservatives, and it's glycemic friendly. Each scoop of the NutriCrystals contain equal amounts of all the nutrients. It starts out as a liquid, then is freeze-dried to ensure each scoop has the same nutrients as the last scoop. So if you want to get your hands on a quality nutritional supplement designed to give the body the raw materials it needs to rebuild, Longevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine is available in 1-pound canisters and also in 30-count on-the-go stick packs. Contact your local Longevity associate and get this great multivitamin and mineral product, and don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
If your doctor is telling you that you can get all the nutrients you need to stay healthy, well, that's just wrong. Dr. Joel Wallach has identified 90 essential nutrients that the human body needs to thrive. Crops only need 3 nutrients to thrive, so where does your doctor think the other 87 nutrients come from? They don't. So if you're not supplementing, you're starving your body. Longevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine will get you a long way down the road to getting those 90 essential nutrients. Beyond Tangy Tangerine contains plant-derived minerals combined with vitamins, amino acids, and other beneficial nutrients. Beyond Tangy Tangerine is a balanced and complete daily supplement. So if you want to give your body the nutrients it needs, order Beyond Tangy Tangerine today. Contact your local Longevity associate to order this product, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity, 90 for Life Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And, again, Europe is going crazy with closing down and so forth because they're having these spikes and they're talking about all these new variants and so forth. I still think it's a failure of the vaccine to work properly because everybody's eating gluten in Italy, UK, Germany, and France. They are gluten countries. And they're paying the price. Okay, Charmaine, you there?
I'm here.
Okay. Let's see here. Do you have anybody you're working with in India or France or Germany, Italy, or UK?
No, I do not have anybody in those countries. Nope.
Okay, well, let's kind of look around and see if we can find somebody in those countries. Okay, and I mean, this information is not only for you, but for all our listeners here who are doing the longevity business as a business. If you have any connections in Europe or India, or somebody who wants connections in Europe and India, okay, you know, it's cheap to send a CD, doesn't cost much, it's very light, a little more expensive to send a book. But let's get involved with Germany, Italy, the UK, France, and India. Oh, my gosh. India has 1.4 billion people. How would you like them to be, you know, part of your business?
And they all need minerals and vitamins and the EFAs, all of them.
Oh, yeah, all vertebrates, including all human beings, whether you're from India or you're from Massachusetts or Michigan or whatever. And, of course, Michigan was hit hard yesterday. You guys had 5,000 new cases of the coronavirus. And it's one of those things, it's not a racial thing, but you have a relatively high rate of, let's see here, you have a relatively high rate of, let's see here, I'm looking. I don't see it. Okay, you should have the numbers, but I don't. I'll have them for you on next week. The numbers of relative amounts of Hispanics and blacks and Native Americans and so forth in Michigan. I can't understand why I don't have that on here, but I have it in like 40 other states. I don't have Michigan on here. All right. But at any rate, because of all the factories and so forth in Michigan, assembly plants, making beer and all that kind of stuff, there's a lot of people who come there for jobs. And so because these people eat a lot of wheat, butter, and oats and drink a lot of beer and eat a lot of spaghetti and flour tortillas and all that kind of stuff, they are the ones who get hit hard. And so that's why Michigan is being hit so hard. And I know I have them on my big chart here, and so I'll find it in a minute. In the meantime, what would you tell somebody in India about the coronavirus? How can we help them? I mean, after all, they're in India.
Stay off of wheat, gluten, barley, and rice, and take your supplement. Take supplements. You gotta, or you're gonna get it. I mean, you gotta take care of yourself. You gotta take. I would take colloidal silver, killer biotic, vitamin C, vitamin D3.
There you go. Here we go. Well, Michigan has 10 million people, and they have 700,000 cases and 17,000 dead in Michigan as of today. That's today's numbers. And so Michigan needs to go to work here, and they need you and me, so let's go to work, dear. We'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach...
If you're looking for a quality multivitamin and mineral product, grab yourself Longevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine, a blend of plant-derived minerals combined with vitamins, amino acids, and other beneficial nutrients. This all-natural product contains no starch, wheat, or yeast, with no artificial sweeteners or preservatives, and it's glycemic friendly. Each scoop of the NutriCrystals contain equal amounts of all the nutrients. It starts out as a liquid, then is freeze-dried to ensure each scoop has the same nutrients as the last scoop. So if you want to get your hands on a quality nutritional supplement designed to give the body the raw materials it needs to rebuild, Longevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine is available in 1-pound canisters and also in 30-count on-the-go stick packs. Contact your local Longevity associate and get this great multivitamin and mineral product, and don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
My name is Namrata Singh Gujral. I am a filmmaker and an immigrant. My film, America's Forgotten, uncovers the unintended consequences of a broken immigration system.
The 7-year-old girl died in the desert.
This child came from the country of India.
I'm living in the child. I can go to the police.
I never expected this journey would lead me to a truth that I never intended to find.
A great pillar of the community was killed by a man who had been deported at least twice.
The public would be outraged if they knew the truth.
I found how much Americans are being lied to regarding our immigration policies at the border. My friends, my industry, even my family, all rallied against the final message of this film. All credits had to be hidden for fear of retribution. If you care about the future of America, you should watch America's Forgotten.
Go to salemnow.com to buy or rent today. For additional savings and a promo code FAMILY. salemnow.com, promo code FAMILY.
If you're looking for a quality multivitamin and mineral product, grab yourself Longevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine, a blend of plant-derived minerals combined with vitamins, amino acids, and other beneficial nutrients. This all-natural product contains no starch, wheat, or yeast, with no artificial sweeteners or preservatives, and it's glycemic friendly. Each scoop of the NutriCrystals contain equal amounts of all the nutrients. It starts out as a liquid, then is freeze-dried to ensure each scoop has the same nutrients as the last scoop. So if you want to get your hands on a quality nutritional supplement designed to give the body the raw materials it needs to rebuild, Longevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine is available in 1-pound canisters and also in 30-count on-the-go stick packs. Contact your local Longevity associate and get this great multivitamin and mineral product, and don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the CBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And again, to get those beta-glucans that Doug was talking about in his Pearls of Wisdom, when you order next time from Longevity, put the fucoid Z, the Z radical, and the Ocean's Gold onto your order, and you'll be getting those beta-glucans. I mean, I've been taking them, twice a day for 25 years. And, of course, when I lived on the farm, we did have mushrooms because we were throwing the wood ashes out in the gardens and getting minerals that way. What a concept. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Arkansas. And Tony, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Tony,
hello,
you're
Doctor.
on the air. Yes, sir.
Hello,
How can I
Doctor.
help you? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have a 3-year-old daughter. She's about 35 pounds, and she has a condition called DDX3X, which
What is
leads
that?
to developmental delays. It's like a mutation of the X chromosome, but it leads to developmental delays, and just like her brain kind of has more gaps, and it's not as filled, and her brain stem is kind of thinner. So it leads to off balance and stuff like that. She can kind of sit up on her own now, but she can't quite stand up on her own yet. Walk.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we're just seeing if you had any recommendations.
Sure. Okay. Well, Shar, what would you do for Tony's daughter? She's 3 years old, weighs 35 pounds, and she's got something that doctors are they saying it's a birth defect, Tony, or is it something acquired or a birth defect? She was born this way.
Yeah, they think it's when she was in the embryo. It was kind of developed like that. Yeah.
Sure. Okay. So you have to ask some questions here. Does your wife have any skin issues? Any eczema, dermatitis, or psoriasis?
Yes, she kind of has the dry skin, kind of dry hands, but they kind of cut up.
Okay. Does she have anything going on with her bowels? Any constipation, diarrhea, irritable bowel syndrome, celiac disease, diverticulitis? Yes. Okay, Shar, what's going on here?
Yeah.
She's got a gluten intolerance, and she's passed it along to the child, and that's part of the reason the child isn't getting the nutrition, because the intestines are all messed up. It's like trying to eat glass. You can't completely chew it up, and so it's like broken pieces of glass going through your intestines. That's the best way to describe it. And it tears the walls of your intestines up, and you can't absorb nutrients. So she needs to get on, no wheat, barley, rye, or oats, no fried foods, no burnt animal fat. The mother needs to, too. And then the child needs to get on Kids Toddy and some EFAs. You have to squeeze them into the, into the food once you give it to her.
Yeah, and I'd also give her the Z Radical.
Yep.
At 35 pounds, she could have like a teaspoon twice a day of the Z Radical. It's all that seaweed stuff. And, we were able to reverse Down syndrome for Lauren Knievel, Evel Knievel's niece-in-law. At 2.5 months of pregnancy, we started giving her the 90 essential nutrients, and just 2 weeks before the end of the third trimester, and it was pretty scary. But the kid, Noah Knievel, was born perfectly normal, and there's like 4 different diagnoses to show that he did have Down syndrome. Now, we may not be able to perfectly, totally 100% reverse all of her symptoms, but we can certainly improve a lot of stuff. So what would you do? You said, Char, would you repeat that again?
I would do the Kids Toddy by body weight, and the EFAs. She needs at least one EFA a day squeezed into the liquid, and a few Z Radical, and that should do it for now.
Yeah, that's a start. But keep in touch with us, Tony. Call us every couple of weeks and let us know how it's going, and we'll tweak it as we go along. But we can do great things for this little girl. Back after these messages.
And that does open a line. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach today, call us toll-free, 888-379-2552. Lines open.
Hi, registered pharmacist Ben Fuchs here. I've been studying healthy bodies for 35 years, and what I've got to tell you may shock and surprise you, but if you listen up, it may change your life. Drug companies are always looking for new ways to push their products. In the case of statins, the anti-cholesterol cardiovascular medications so beloved by drug companies and doctors who liberally dispense them to the tune of $30 billion annually, the search has been on to take advantage of their toxic effects as a novel way to kill cancer cells. So it came as no surprise when researchers at the University of Pittsburgh concluded that cholesterol-lowering statin drugs may be able to mitigate the metastases or spreading of various cancerous tumors. The discovery is being explored as a way of creating new cancer treatments based on the mechanism of action of the statins, namely their ability to stop cells from making cholesterol. What these researchers are saying is that statin drugs not only poison cholesterol-making processes taking place inside of cells, they ultimately poison the cells themselves. In this case, their ability to get around. In other words, the scientists are basically concluding that statin drugs are cytotoxic or toxic to cells. True, the studied effects were chemotherapy. They were demonstrated on cells that were cancerous, but because all cells need cholesterol, it's somewhat obvious that the same kind of toxicity will occur in healthy ones too. So if you're concerned about cancer and metastases, one day you may have to take a statin drug. But if you're not sick and want to stay that way, and if you value the health of your cells, you might want to think twice about whether you really want to take that cytotoxic statin. Your cells will be grateful. Pharmacist Ben here, urging you to go to kscohealth.com to order Beyond Tangy Tangerine, the Healthy Start Pack, and other nutritional supplements that I personally use and recommend. You can purchase these premium quality products at wholesale prices online at kscohealth.com. That's kscohealth.com. I'm a pharmacist that believes that staying healthy and strong is not only about medicine, it's about giving your body the raw materials it needs to do its work. Go to kscohealth.com. Make sure you check out the cool videos, too, at kscohealth.com. That's kscohealth.com.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free. 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And just a quick reminder, they call prenatal vitamins because you're supposed to take it before you get pregnant, okay? And so if you're in the childbearing years, even if you're on birth control, if you're taking oral birth control, guess what? If you're eating gluten, your ability to absorb the birth control efficiently is really reduced, maybe to zero, and so you can still get pregnant. And so you want to be taking the 90 essential nutrients, even if you're on birth control, but you got to get off the gluten and take in those 90 essential nutrients. Don't wait until, I missed 2 periods. I better go see the OB/GYN. He said, yeah, you're 2 months pregnant. Well, you can already have massive damage to that baby, okay, because you haven't taken the prenatal nutrition. to supplements. So start now. Don't wait until you've missed 2 periods to start thinking about prenatal vitamins because it's beyond pre. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Los Angeles, California. And Priscilla, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Priscilla. You're on the air. How can we help you?
Hi, Dr. Wallach. I'm actually calling about my pet. The whole family's on the products, but thought I would ask. She's a King Charles Cavalier. She weighs 15 pounds. She's 7 years old, and she has a right loose kneecap. She had pancreatitis and a cataract. So those are the 3 things we're dealing with.
Now, this is your cat, correct?
A King Charles Cavalier, like a Cocker Spaniel dog.
Oh, okay. So a Cocker Spaniel, okay. Okay. We know those guys. Okay, 15 years old. And again, how many pounds?
Weighs 15 and is 7 years old, sorry.
Okay, 7 years old, okay. Oh, 15 pounds and 7 years old. Okay, gotcha. Okay, Charmaine, what would you do for Priscilla's dog? He's got a joint problem. What would you do for him?
I would get him on a gluten-free dog food. Make sure it's gluten-free. Very important. And then I would get the Arthrodex, and 15 pounds he probably could have a scoop.
No, 15 years old, 7 pounds.
Oh, excuse me, 7 pounds. A half a scoop a day.
Okay.
Split up. I would do it on the food. I got to feed my dog twice a day, and then they have.
And how many EFAs?
Well, 7 pounds. I'd just give him 1 EFA. I prick 1 EFA for Bear. She weighs 5 pounds.
Okay, 1 EFA, maybe 2. Yeah. And then how many of because he's got arthritis in the joint, what would you do? How many MSM would you give?
At least 2 during the day, and you got to ground it up because the dog that small isn't going to be able to swallow them.
Yeah, well, they won't swallow them. They'll crunch them. Some of them like it, and they'll just crunch them up and eat them. Some of them don't. They'll push them off to the side.
I would make a powder, grunch it out and spread it on the food with the Arthrodex, because the Arthrodex is a powder.
Yeah. Okay, very good. Well, thank you. Keep us informed, Priscilla. Give us a call every couple of weeks. Let us know how little doggie's doing, and we'll walk you through this. Okay. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Brooklyn, New York. And Kevin, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Kevin, you're on the air. How can we help you?
Yes, how you doing, Doc? I have a question.
Sir.
I have a 19-year-old daughter. It came back with the diagnosis of neuromyelitis optica. And they said that she had high levels of aquaporin 4 antibodies in her blood. And they was trying to go with like a plasmapheresis and, to remove some of the antibodies from the blood. But I wasn't really sure about,
Well, tell me what her symptoms are.
Everything appears to be normal, just a little vision loss, I guess. But everything outside of that appears to be normal.
And she's 19 years old?
Yes, about 130 pounds, 5'7".
Okay. Does she ever complain about dizziness or ringing in her ears? Yes,
dizziness might be, but ringing in the ear, I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Okay. And does she have any skin problems, any eczema, dermatitis, or psoriasis?
No.
Okay. Does she have any, let's see here, anything else? Does she have any speech problems or vision problems?
She has like the vision problems. Mm-hmm. They were talking about, I guess from having the optic neuritis.
Mm-hmm.
They were saying that, so, but they came back with it being neuromyelitis. So I was like, okay, I wasn't sure which, go from that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so, Char, what would you do for this young lady? She's 130 pounds, 19 years old, and the doctors are kind of confused. They're not quite sure what's going on here, but
I know what's wrong with her. You know what's wrong with her. She's got osteoporosis of the skull. There's no question about it, and she needs to get on a gluten-free diet.
She's only 19 years old. She's not 70 years old.
Doesn't matter. she needs to get on a gluten-free diet. No wheat, barley, rye, or oats, no fried foods, no burnt animal fat, and no oils of any kind. And then I would get her on a healthy brain and heart pack, and I would add the Occutive, the MSM, and vitamin D3 for absorption, and that should fix her up good.
Okay, yeah, the Occutive, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so 1 bottle a month, so she could take 1 a day, or 2 a day, I guess. She could take 2 a day of that, of the Occutive. And then a half a dose of everything, except I want you to get another bottle of selenium. So she could take 3 selenium twice a day. There's some things in there I want her to have. There's 5 cofactors that are important. And then Char is exactly right on the MSM. I'd have her take 3 of those twice a day. That's 1 bottle a month because they're big bottles. She needs a vitamin D3, 3 of those twice a day to help her absorb the minerals and put them in her skull. Does your daughter have any braces or anything like that? Does she go to an orthodontist, anything?
Yes, she does have braces, yes.
Okay. Yeah, so that goes along with the osteoporosis of the skull where the teeth start doing funny things and so forth. And so she probably has ONA, optic nerve atrophy, okay, which we're very experienced with that. And age is not a factor. Of course, I was just kind of tickling Char there a little bit when I asked her about your daughter being not 70. And so babies can be born with osteoporosis of the skull if the mother is missing nutrition during the pregnancy, but it's not unusual, especially since she has all these skin problems. She definitely has a gluten problem, so she needs to get rid of all the wheat, butter, and oats. If she's still living at home with you, everybody in the household, you and mom and other brothers and sisters, grandma, everybody's got to be drop-dead gluten-free, so there's no cross-contamination in the laundry and the food preparation surfaces. She's got to watch it in school. If she's going to college or anything like that, or if she's working, she cannot work in a bakery, anything of that nature. She can have pizza, but it's got to have a cauliflower crust. Okay, she's got to eat gluten-free pizza. It can't be just, walk into Domino's and say, give me a pepperoni pizza kind of thing. So she's got to be careful. And so we would urge her to get a hold of some of this information. At her age, she can really turn this around very quickly. And so she needs to get a hold of the book Epigenetics, okay, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission. There's a CD set that goes along with it, and it's a 2 CD set, and it's one CD is by myself, and the other one is by what's his face? Bruce Lipton. Bruce Lipton. Okay, yeah, Bruce Lipton. He and I are considered the 2 fathers of the science of epigenetics, and it's going to explain to your daughter what's going on here, because this is not a genetic thing. It's not an autoimmune thing where her body's attacking itself. And when doctors don't know the cause, they invariably say those things, okay, to take the blame off themselves for not knowing what's going on. So get that book, Epigenetics, get the CD set with it, and take the supplement program that Char laid out, and then call us every 2 weeks, give us a report, and we'll walk you through this. Back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach.
If you're the type of person who likes to volunteer and help others, this should interest you. What better way to help people than to help them with improved health? Longevity has been helping people promote optimal health among others for decades. Our approach to health is drastically different than medical doctors, who mostly only treat symptoms. As a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that many common disease states are actually preventable and reversible. Our mission is to help people achieve overall health and wellness and to help educate others to achieve optimal wellness as well. And here's the best part. While helping people with their health and wellness, you'll also be able to build your very own home-based business. For more information, contact your local longevity associate. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
Many believe that all life began in the Earth's oceans. We do know that the oceans and seas are still abundant with life and life-sustaining nutrients. Many cultures have long believed in the life-giving properties of plants and sea life harvested from the oceans. Youngevity's Ocean's Gold is a proprietary blend of seaweeds, algae, mosses, kelp, sea cucumbers, and sea minerals, as well as coenzyme Q10, calcium, and iron, all designed to help support healthy thyroid function, regular heartbeat, normal weight, mood stabilization, and hormone levels. Take advantage of life-sustaining nutrients from the Earth's oceans with Youngevity's Ocean's Gold. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
If weight loss is your goal, try Youngevity's Slender FX Keto Caramel Weight Management Bars and Shake. Designed to enhance any low carbohydrate or low glycemic diet by supplying the energizing and filling protein dieters need without unhealthy excess carbs, a keto diet known for its low carb intake, pushing the body to produce ketones from fat. Used as energy, a state known as ketosis, by using fat, not carbohydrates, as fuel in this metabolic state. A keto diet supports and promotes healthy weight management for optimal health. With this system, you should be able to lose 1 to 2 pounds each day. So, what are you waiting for? Start helping people today with your own home-based business.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity 95 Crusade. And Doug, let's go to callers or emails.
All right, let's head to Texas. And Jeffrey, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Jeffrey, you're on the air. How can we help you, sir?
Hello, Dr. Wallach. I'm going to go ahead and make this as distinct as possible. My father just went through an operation, major operation, for an abdominal aortic aneurysm, 3 of them, one of them being 9 centimeters, and the other 2 around 3 to 2 centimeters. My father is 72. He weighs 143. He lost about 20 pounds since this operation. The way they discovered these aneurysms was he went through a CAT scan. He was being diagnosed for diverticulitis, put on antibiotics. They discovered the aneurysms and sent him to immediate emergency surgery, which got delayed a few days because it was such a big one that they had to go to the board to negotiate this. So,
okay. All right. Now, does your dad have gray hair?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he's lost a lot of hair, but yes, what is there is gray.
Okay. Does he have any varicose veins or spider veins in his legs?
You know, I'm not really sure about that, but
well, you can go look.
I know the
look.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. I know the copper connection.
Yes. Okay. Now you also need to know: does he have any skin issues? Any eczema, dermatitis, or psoriasis?
Right now, he's got extremely dry skin. Right now.
Okay. Any bowel problems? Any high blood pressure, diabetes?
His blood pressure is generally okay. Now, the digestive issues have been a problem recently, especially after these being carpet bombed with the antibiotics.
Sure. Okay. We only have a moment here, so I'm going to let Shar start hitting this. Shar, what would you do for Jeffrey's dad? He had 3 aortic aneurysms. It's not unusual to have 2, but it's very unusual to have 3. Usually one of them is going to rupture before you get to 3. And so, so he's, 72 years old, 143 pounds. He's got skin issues, gut issues. What's going on here?
He's got a gluten intolerance, and he's not able to absorb the nutrition that he's probably taking, but he's not being able to use it.
So at 143 pounds, what would you give him with those pathologies?
Well, he's got to get on a gluten-free diet. No wheat, barley, rye, or oats, no fried foods, no burnt animal fat and no oils of any kind, and then get him on at least 1 or 2 healthy brain and heart packs.
I'd go for 2.
2 healthy brain and heart packs, and then that's got the selenium in it, which is very important. What he definitely needs. There's some cofactors in there that will eradicate his
keep
problem.
going. 1 second.
And then he needs vitamin D3 for absorption. He needs MSM, and
the MSM will also help the connective tissue in the artery walls. Okay?
Right.
And so, what would you do to support his immune system and drop inflammation? What products would you give him?
Well, the Fucoid Z.
Fucoid. Yeah, you get an A+. You get an A+ there, dear. Yep. You should have 2 bottles of the Fucoid Z per month. Take 3 of those twice a day. If he wants to, he can take the liquid, which would be an ounce twice a day of the Z Radical. And also the Ocean's Gold. I take both of them. I only weigh 142 pounds, very close to Jeffrey's dad's weight. And so I take 3 of the EFAs twice a day, 3 of the Fucoid Z twice a day, and 3 of the Ocean's Gold twice a day. And, excuse me, most people, when they look at me, they don't think that I'm 82 years old because my skin doesn't have any wrinkles and stuff like that. My energy levels are quite high and so on. I don't have any pre-existing conditions of any kind, no arthritis, no kidney issues, no lung issues, no bones and joint, no cartilage, connective tissue. I don't have any of that stuff. And that's because I've been taking these things for 73 years. I started when I was 9. And, of course, the story is in the book and on the CD, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, how I figured it out and why I figured it out when I was 9 years old. So thank you, Shar. And give us a call every couple of weeks, Jeffrey. Let us know how your dad's doing, because he'll have a great story to share with people. Get him on these products, like ASAP. Get him off the gluten right away so he can absorb the stuff, and then keep in touch. Well, thank you, everybody. Really great stuff. Thank you, Shar. Thank you so much, Doug. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. God bless the American flag. God bless our national anthem. And God bless America.
Hi, everyone. It's time to bathe in PureWorks foam and protect yourself from today's viruses and other nasties. Who needs that? Andy Anderson here to remind you that the way to fight this is with patented PureWorks. This unique product is gentle on skin but kills influenza A and B, along with HIV, hepatitis B and C, and MRSA. Yeah, MRSA. Don't touch a doorknob, visit a hospital, or see the doctor without PureWorks on. That's how you commonly become infected. Listen up. Protect yourself by putting this on your hands and face, like aftershave, even around your nose. The killing power of alcohol in your usual antibacterial lotion only lasts a few seconds. There's absolutely no alcohol in PureWorks, which lasts 2 to 3 hours. Ladies, you'll love how soft your hands feel. Don't forget to reapply after washing your hands. And men and women like the light, faint fragrance. Phyllis and I like the foam, but you can also get spray or lotion. By the way, it's a great deodorant. Contact your Youngevity business associate.
AM 1340, KOMY, La Selva Beach, Watsonville, Santa Cruz. A service of ZBS.
Breaking news this hour at townhall.com. I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. COVID vaccinations are up, but so are new infection cases. Here's White House correspondent Greg Clugston.
The White House says about 2.5 million Americans are getting vaccinated every day. That's the good news. CDC Director Dr. Rochelle Walensky says the bad news is an increase in new coronavirus cases and hospitalizations.
We know from prior surges that if we don't control things now, there is a real potential for the epidemic curve to soar again.
Walensky continues to urge Americans to heed CDC guidance by wearing a mask and staying socially distant. Greg Clugston, Washington.
China has announced sanctions now on some British individuals and organizations after the UK joined the EU and others in sanctioning Chinese officials accused of human rights abuses. British Foreign Secretary Dominic Raab.
We stand in total solidarity with the 9 individuals that were sanctioned today. It's not going to stop them, or it's not going to stop the British government speaking up about the industrial scale human rights abuses taking place in Xinjiang.
This looks to be the opening salvo in Beijing's latest full-bore response to criticism and sanctions from the West, some of it involving COVID-19. The latest economic indicator is pointing downward, but it's largely because of the weather.
Consumer spending accounts for 2/3 of economic activity in the U.S. After a big gain in January, the Commerce Department reports consumer spending slumped 1% last month. Winter storms across much of the country get much of the blame, with some areas paralyzed for days. But a steep drop in personal incomes didn't help either. Incomes, of course, fuel future spending, and they plunged 7.1% last month, though again following a January surge. Incomes are expected to rebound in March, with millions of people receiving $1,400 payments from the government as part of the coronavirus aid bill.
That's Ben Thomas reporting. More from townhall.com.
Tell me why Relief Factor is so successful in lowering or eliminating pain. I'm often asked that question. Pete and Seth Talbot, the father and son founders of Relief Factor, tell